Beloved child, divine timing has aligned this moment for you to receive what your heart has longed to hear. The winds in the spirit have shifted, and what once felt familiar is now quietly fading. A sacred door has been closed by the hands of angels, not by accident, but by divine design. You may feel the silence, the emptiness, but something greater is unfolding beyond what your eyes can see. You are not being abandoned. You are being prepared. If this message touches your soul, write in the comments, "I receive this blessing with an open heart." This will be your spiritual confirmation, a seal in the unseen realm. You didn't stumble upon these words by chance. Your spirit has been reaching for this truth, and heaven has answered. The chapter that has been closed was never meant to carry you further. Its lessons were sacred, but its season has expired. Angels have whispered your name in the corridors of transition. They have folded the page of what was. And now, your story turns toward the unknown, not with fear, but with destiny. You may feel the air shift, as if something ended without a sound. That quiet ache in your chest is not sorrow, it is release. The weight you carried is being lifted by unseen hands. And what comes next will awaken parts of you that have long slept. There is a stirring in your spirit, like the moment before dawn, when everything holds its breath. This is the holy stillness before the unveiling. Heaven is preparing a new rhythm for your life. A melody you've never heard, but one your soul remembers. Let go of what tries to pull you back. The ties have been severed, even if your heart still feels a tug. Your spirit knows what your mind cannot yet explain. You are walking towards something you once prayed for, even if you forgot the words. Do not mourn what was taken. The angels removed only what could not follow you into the next chapter. Some relationships, some habits, even certain thoughts. They will wait where God is now calling you to soar. This transition may feel like loss, but in truth, it is alignment. You are stepping into divine timing, sacred space, and a prepared destiny. The shift you feel is not a mistake. It's an answer. Heaven has whispered promises over you in dreams. Signs have appeared in your waking hours, flickers of knowing, sudden peace, unexpected silence. Those were not coincidences. They were confirmations. You are being guided into the new, with precision and purpose. Don't rush to fill the space left behind. Let it breathe. Let your heart rest in the knowing that something holy is on its way. You're not being emptied. You're being readied. Even the silence is sacred now. Listen closely. You will sense your angel near, positioning people, places, and moments just for you. The chapter ahead holds healing. Clarity will rise like sunlight through mist. You'll look back and understand why it had to unfold this way. Peace will no longer be fleeting. It will live where you do. So release the questions. Not every ending will give you answers immediately, but every divine closing makes room for an even greater unfolding. And that is what waits just ahead. You are walking through a threshold few recognize while crossing it, but your soul knows. It's why you've been feeling different, even disconnected. It's because your frequency has changed. You are no longer where you were. Don't try to return to the comfort of the familiar. You've outgrown what once held you. And even if the new feels foreign, it will become home, because it is being prepared with your name woven into it. Heaven sees you, not as broken, not as behind, but as becoming. You are stepping into alignment with your purpose, and all of heaven is cheering you on in silence. In days to come, you will see what has been hidden. You will find yourself at peace in places that once caused anxiety. People will ask what changed, and you will simply smile, because what changed was you. You are not alone in this closing. Angels walk beside you, guiding your every step. The page has turned. Beloved, and what's written next will be more beautiful than you dared to imagine. There is a sacred garden within you, a place untouched by time or fear, where old wounds begin to dissolve in the presence of divine light, and seeds planted long ago are beginning to stir beneath the soil. You may not see it yet, but the ground is breaking open from within, making room for something eternal to rise. The silence around you is not empty, it is sacred preparation. Heaven whispers in stillness. Not all guidance comes with thunder or signs. Some arrive as soft impressions, a sudden knowing, a pull towards something unnamed, the kind of clarity that doesn't need words, only trust. You've been sensing this shift, even in your sleep. Dreams have carried glimpses of what is to come, faces you haven't seen, places you haven't visited, yet your soul recognizes them, because it once danced through those memories in another lifetime. Now, those threads are being woven back into your present. The veil between what is and what shall be is thinning. Light is breaking through, and if you close your eyes, you'll feel it, the warm press of purpose near your chest, the gentle weight of an angel's hand on your shoulder, reassuring you it's almost time. You are not waiting in vain. You are aligning. Every moment of quiet, every season of uncertainty has drawn you closer to the coordinates of your destiny. The stars are not still. They are dancing above you, repositioning you beneath them. Nothing is lost in the divine timeline. Not the tears, not the prayers whispered into pillows, not the words you never spoke but felt. Heaven archived them all, and now those words are rising like incense, summoning the breakthrough already written in your name. You are part of a movement too large to comprehend, yet intimate enough to brush your cheek like wind. The spiritual realm is not far from you. It breathes just behind the curtain of the scene. And lately, that curtain has started to move. The wind of change has already touched your soul. That's why old things feel heavier now. Why you suddenly crave peace more than answers. Why your spirit flinches at noise that once felt normal. It's because you're tuning into a higher frequency. And not everything can follow you there. A portal of light has opened before you, silently. It won't shout for your attention, but it will draw you with peace too deep to ignore. When you feel it, step through with faith. There is more waiting than you imagined, not because you earned it, but because you were always meant to reach it. You are not who you were, even yesterday. Transformation does not always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes it enters softly, like breath becoming prayer, like still water reflecting a new identity. You've been becoming in silence, and now heaven is about to echo what you've become. There is a soul whose energy has begun to move toward yours. It happens in quiet waves. Long before your eyes meet, your spirits begin to circle each other, recognizing what the earth has forgotten. The divine has orchestrated this dance, and the rhythm has already begun. The time of hiding is ending, not because you forced it, but because it was written. Even the shadows now step back to make way. Light is finding you, not as a spotlight, but as a homecoming. What you feel in your chest, that throb of mystery, is real. You are sensing alignment. Not all movement makes noise. Some arrive like scent, like memory, soft but undeniable. The change you ask for is already in motion. The sacred is not far. It lives in the choices you're about to make. That yes you hesitate to give. That door you haven't dared to knock on. That silence you've resisted entering. They are not random. They are thresholds. Nothing can stop what has been written in light. No delay, no mistake, no shadow. When heaven decides it's time, everything moves. Even what once seemed still now bends to divine command. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is access. You feel deeply because you are tuned to the spiritual. You hear what others dismiss, and that is your power. You are being entrusted with the unseen. Everything is aligning in the silence of the invisible. Even when it looks like nothing is changing, the foundation beneath your path is shifting, making space for the miracle to stand upon. What seemed far is drawing near. What you almost gave up on is being revived. The timing of heaven does not follow clocks. It moves by revelation, by readiness, by surrender, and you are more ready than you think. You are not late. You are arriving at the exact moment destiny requested your presence. Like a seed cracking open beneath the earth, your moment of rising is near. And nothing will stop what God has begun in you. There are gardens in the spirit, sacred and untouched, where your soul has walked in dreams you forgot upon waking. Those gardens are blooming now, not in your sleep, but in your becoming. The scent of spiritual flowers surrounds you, not in fragrance, but in feeling. You are close to a season where peace won't be temporary. It will be your soil. The veil is lifting between dimensions, and you are beginning to glimpse the edge of your next chapter. It doesn't arrive with fireworks. It comes with stillness that sings. It begins when you trust the invisible more than the visible, because the unseen is more real than what your eyes can prove. You've been feeling the signs, small tremors of something sacred, numbers repeating, words you needed to hear arriving uninvited, songs, glances, moments that felt like deja vu but deeper. These are not accidents. They are whispered from the realm that holds your name in light. Not all preparation looks like action. Sometimes the deepest readiness comes through waiting, through stillness. This quiet season has shaped you with invisible hands. Your spirit has become fertile ground. And now, the seeds are beginning to move beneath the surface. There is a dance unfolding between your spirit and heaven. Step by step, breath by breath. You may not hear the music yet, but you're already moving in rhythm, guided by a memory your soul never forgot. Portals of light are appearing in unexpected places. A conversation that shifts your energy. A place that feels like home the moment you arrive. An invitation to change that comes cloaked in peace. Heaven opens doors softly, but they are real. The wind of the Spirit is not still. It has begun to circle around your life, loosening what no longer serves you, preparing to carry you into alignment. You may feel disoriented, but you are not lost. You are in motion, even if your feet haven't moved. A sacred rhythm is rising from within. It calls you to speak differently, breathe differently, walk differently, not to become someone new, but to remember who you were before the world told you otherwise. You are not broken, you are awakening. Everything in you that feels sensitive now is sacred awareness returning. Your intuition is not imagination, it is insight, a gift, not a weakness. You were born to sense what others overlook. The love you've been searching for has already started searching for you. It moves through the spirit, a connection not built in time, but carried through it. The two of you have begun to orbit each other again, drawn by a truth deeper than memory. The heavens know your name and the vibration of your heart. That's why you felt pulled towards silence lately. Not to be alone, but to hear more clearly, to realign with the sound of your destiny echoing in the unseen. The love that is coming will not be confusion. It will be clarity. It will not rush. It will recognize, because it was written before your first breath. And nothing can stop what was written in light. You started to feel discomfort where there used to be peace. That's not failure. It's spiritual growth. You're being expanded, and tight places cannot hold expanded souls. Everything is being reordered around you. Quietly, divinely, people are being released from your orbit. Others are being prepared to enter. This is a sacred reshaping of your reality. You are walking through a divine passage, one not marked by signs, but by inner knowing, a sense of, I must go even when you can't explain why. That pull is not random, it is a call. The sacred seeds that were planted in you are beginning to open. They do not grow by striving. They bloom in surrender. And you are finally soft enough to let the light in. Your path is being cleared, step by step, prayer by prayer. Some delays were not denials. They were divine rearrangements to make sure you'd arrive whole, ready not just to receive, but to embody the love, the purpose, the peace. It's not far. It's not someday. It's now in motion. Heaven is not waiting. It is moving toward you, through you, for you. There's a veil opening in the unseen. Softly, without warning, without sound, and through it, a light you've never seen before is beginning to glow. Not outside of you, but from within. It is a remembering of who you truly are, the reflection of your divine blueprint finally coming into view. Your dreams have become more vivid lately, haven't they? Not all of them make sense, but all of them carry messages. The Spirit is speaking in symbols, because your heart is now ready to interpret what your mind cannot. This is how heaven trains the soul for deeper vision. A sacred dance has begun between your calling and your courage. They move in slow circles, sometimes close, sometimes distant, but always drawing nearer, until they merge in motion, and nothing can hold you back. The silence you feel is not absence, it is sacred strategy. Heaven often moves in quiet. While the world measures by noise, the Spirit builds through stillness. You are not forgotten in this space. You are being entrusted with a mystery. Portals of light are being prepared in places you've yet to walk. These are not just opportunities. They are encounters. Destiny does not knock like a stranger. It opens when your spirit steps forward in faith. You may feel a shift in how you hear the world. Sounds are sharper, words are heavier. It's not your imagination. Your spiritual senses are awakening. You are no longer responding from fear. You are beginning to discern from truth. The love meant for you is not still. It is moving across timelines, across realms. It is being drawn by your frequency, not because of what you do, but because of who you are becoming. The wind of the divine has already begun to stir the atmosphere around you. People will act differently. Paths will curve unexpectedly, not by coincidence, but by orchestration. This is what alignment looks like in motion. You are stepping into sacred timing. And in this time, not everything can follow you. The doors that are closing are not rejection. They are redirection. You were not created for repetition, but for revelation. Beneath every quiet moment, something eternal is unfolding. You are no longer chasing. You are being drawn, like a tide pulled by the moon. You are being guided by the gravitational force of grace. The path ahead is not marked by certainty, but by presence. The more you lean into the now, the more heaven reveals what is next. The future is not a destination. It is a vibration you are tuning into. There are seeds inside you that carry galaxies, not because you are flawless, but because you are chosen. Each one planted in silence, now ready to bloom in divine light, watered by every tear, warmed by every prayer. Nothing has been wasted. You have felt it, haven't you? The sense that something is coming. It's not fear, it's not anxiety, it's recognition. A prelude to the unveiling, like breath held just before the miracle breaks through. The love you long for already knows your name. It is not lost. It is navigating its return through divine timing. The reunion of souls is not only romantic, it is spiritual. When the time is right, the pull will be undeniable. Nothing can stop what has been written in the book of light. No delay, no detour, no shadow of doubt. What is ordained will find you. Because destiny does not need directions, it knows your frequency. You are not just living, you are awakening. Every step you take now echoes louder in the spirit, because you are aligned, and alignment amplifies everything it touches. All things are being drawn into place, not through striving, but through surrender. This is not about control, it is about trust. The deepest movements of heaven happen when you let go. That which once felt far is now walking toward you. You won't need to chase, you'll only need to receive. The gift is on its way, wrapped in peace, sealed with divine timing. The portal is open, and your name is known beyond the veil. Now, all that remains is your yes. Not a loud yes, not a perfect yes. Just a quiet, open yes of your soul. You felt it, not just in these words, but in the quiet recognition rising inside you. Your soul has remembered something eternal. And once something is remembered at that level, it cannot be forgotten again. You are not waiting anymore. You are aligning. And everything in the unseen is moving to meet you at the threshold. This is no longer preparation. It is arrival. If this message stirred something sacred within you, write in the comments, I am ready for what heaven has prepared for me. Let your words be a light signal to the spirit realm, a declaration that you are awake, aware, and aligned with divine timing. Join us in this sacred space of light and wisdom. Activate the bell so you never miss the next message. It will come to you not by chance, but in perfect divine order. You are deeply loved. Your steps are guided by hands you cannot see. And what is coming will exceed your hope, because it was written by your soul before time began. May the light find you, and may love recognize your heart when it arrives. Let nothing delay what is meant for your soul, and let peace walk ahead of your steps.